I really can't believe that myself at 31 years of age is actually going to have to talk about this. And I mean this genuinely. When did I become the voice of reason? When did I become the one who has to tell it how it is? I mean, this shit's insane. I'm not sure if any of you guys have been on Twitter, which, by the way, if you haven't, congratulations. You're probably a lot happier in life, doing productive things. You probably have a job. Before I get into all this, if you would like to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. I've taken a couple of days off. I took yesterday off due to the Guadalupe River disaster. I went out and I wanted to help all the people there, all the victims of that. And as well as the day before that, my best friend in the entire world, my kitty Eggy, his brother died of cardiomyopathy, something HCM. I don't know what the fuck it is. He's going to the cardiologist. Not here to farm sympathy. I'm just dealing with a lot. I came back, saw this shitstorm. It's annoying. Gonna talk about it. Then we're gonna fucking move forward. I hope. So let me give you guys a recollection of the events, what's really going on, and yeah. So July 4th. Somehow, some way, I've actually come into quite a good kinship with the guys from the Unsubscribed podcast. They are some of the best people that I know, not just as content creators, but as people in general. And the reason why that is because I value a lot never having to wonder how someone feels, because they're going to tell you straight up. It's great. They're stand-up people, and they're what I consider to be some of the few remaining real men in this world. There's a lot of people who have become incredibly very, very pussy adjacent, and weak men populate this earth in mass. And I think it's sad, but somehow we've become quite good friends very quickly. Eli, Brandon, and Donut, I care about them quite a lot. They're great. They're great people. I spent 4th of July out with Donut and Co. It was fun. They met my dog. I met their, fiancés, their house, all that shit. It was good. Giving you guys a whole backstory because this is important. This is important. We set off some fireworks. Some things go right. Some things go wrong. It was hilarious. A great time. I leave their house at midnight, and I get a warning on my phone, and it says flash flood warning. I get home after a long 2-hour drive, and they let me know it was great seeing me, and I say thanks. They then also let me know that literally the minute, I mean this genuinely, the minute there was a warning, the minute that they found out that anybody was in trouble whatsoever, they went out to make sure everybody was okay. They went out and they checked in on everybody to see what they can do to help their community. Day passes, they post photos the next day of them going back to help out the whole fucking day of them helping out with the Guadalupe River. They message me, yo, we need some more extra hands on deck for helping out with what happened in Guadalupe. Do you got some time? I messaged them originally and I said, sure, I can come tomorrow at 3 p.m. after I do my sponsor, but it didn't sit right with me because I saw a clip that very same day of NMP making a very distasteful joke. I don't want to take jokes off the table. I don't. Everybody tells jokes. Some land, some don't. Some are cringe, some are funny. But the joke was in such bad taste at such a poor timing where 80 people have died. And in case you don't know what happened with the Guadalupe River, the Guadalupe River rose 23 feet in the span of 30 minutes at 4 a.m. It unfortunately swept through, and I'm trying not to get emotional about this, but I love the youth, I care about the youth, and I understand they are what's going to take our generation to the next great beyond. And a river flooded, a youth all-female Christian camp, and it swept away 26 young girls around the ages of 8 to 12. It destroyed other areas. Over 80 people, as of now, are confirmed dead. Somehow, I believe somewhere between 9 and 11 of the people who were missing have been found so far. So anyways, Nick makes a bad joke. It was a really bad joke. I understand some people like turning tragedy into comedy. Maybe we wait until the people who are worried about whether their kids are alive or dead. Maybe we wait a little bit to tell the next joke. It was a gay-ass joke. It wasn't funny. It fucking bombed. You know, NMP's obviously made a career of saying the worst shit possible at every given situation. This is nothing new. I know that he does this. Other people know. So do you agree that Donut's tweets during the LA fires are retarded too? Or are you going to dick suck him like a Hassan orbiter? I'll be real. Do you know about Donut's tweet during the LA fires are retarded too? I don't know what those are. I swear to God, and this is where the internet has just become children. We're trying to sit here and we're attempting to talk about a very serious issue that is happening right now. And people are like, yeah, but did you hear about this hypocritical thing? Did you hear about the thing that happened all the way back then? Because it was what about hypocrisy? Jesus. Feel free to link me a tweet of Donut making fun of victims of dying children from the LA fires. And then sure, I'll call him a hypocrite. I have a feeling you're not gonna link me that. Maybe we don't make fun of dying children while the event's still going on. Don't get me wrong. I've told a dead baby joke too. However, I didn't say that live in front of 70,000 people while some people are worried about whether their kids are alive or dead. It was a shit joke. Everybody knows it was a shit joke. And do I think NMP's sorry for it? No, not really. Not really. A lot of streamers don't have emotions. There might have been an apology. I don't fucking know if he meant it or not. To be honest, it's not for me to decide. I like judging people based on their actions moving forward. And hopefully NMP avoids dead children jokes in the future. I felt so bad. I felt so bad about me being an OTK and even people associating me with that joke because it did really fucking suck. But also, I did also just notice how many streamers I saw online saying, oh man, I really wish I could help. Oh man, we got to do something. There's a lot of people who say that we got to do something. And then there are people who actually get out and do something. I don't want to be somebody who says, oh man, I sure would have liked to do this, but, oh man, I'd sure like to help, but, oh man, I wish I could have been there, but I'd rather just fucking go. And so I said, sure, I would love to go. I canceled my sponsor. Gonna be real, I lost about $12,000 by canceling that, but I'll still take it. It is what it is. I cancel the sponsor, I cancel my entire stream, and I go there first thing in the morning. I head out at 7:30, drive about 2 hours. We meet up. I meet up with Donut. I meet up with Brandon. And we had some talks about how things were going. It was pretty fucking depressing. Due to the fact that, one of the leads of the search organization made a pretty harrowing comment, which was, people were offering to bring their thermals to do a night search for the people who are missing. And he said, probably not going to show too much because we're probably just looking for bodies at this point, because obviously thermals can only detect things that are alive. And so obviously the morale was very, very, very down. It was seeming pretty grim because the idea of these young girls surviving off of nothing, and this was around maybe the 72, 86 hour mark, was pretty fucking bad. So what we had to do was we probably bought yesterday, between me and Donut, we probably bought around $4,000 to $5,000 worth of supplies to give to the people who needed it. A lot of energy drinks because people were working around the clock, trying to find the bodies, trying to find, hopefully, some people still alive. as well as excavate the land and try to make the place inhabitable again, because all the trees were fucked up, all the soil was fucked up. The livestock, where once was a bunch of animals, now there was maybe 2 or 3. And the really sad thing about the flooding of the Guadalupe River is, some people died of drowning. Donut operator, yeah. But a lot of people just died from debris, broken trees, cars, rocks, and a lot of people died via being like pelted to death by this terrain. And it's horrible to think that, some of these girls' last moments was them struggling to breathe and then dying by being bludgeoned to death by rocks and trees and cars. It's horrible. These girls didn't know what was going on. In 30 minutes, the water rose 23 feet, guys. 23 feet. And a lot of the youth cabins were near the river the closest. Obviously, nobody saw this shit coming. Fucking horrible, right? Now, I will say, while we were doing a lot of supply runs and helping, there was also an issue put out where too many people came to help. And the problem is that too many people who weren't able-bodied were showing up just because they wanted to feel good. People who couldn't offer any financial assistance, people who couldn't help by, like, even if, like, there was like 85, 90-year-olds out there with canes. And it's like, what are you doing out here? Like, go home. You're clogging the road. There was honestly too many people who weren't equipped to actually fucking help. And so, there was a lot of people just being told to, like, go home. Yeah, we were doing supply runs, lots of energy drinks, and these things would fly off the shelf the moment they were there. But we would go back and forth, running supply runs and doing whatever. I think his name was Commander Holt. Yeah, we would pretty much just do whatever we were required to do, which was majority supply runs. Now, I will say what was great while we were doing whatever it is that we could, yesterday, by some miracle, 2 more girls were found yesterday, which was incredible. There was 2 girls in a tree. They'd somehow been staying up there for, I think it was around like 72, 74 hours around that point. No fucking idea. No, that's been disproven. That was a false report. I've heard both, right? And I've even heard people saying it's a fake story because they pulled the story. I guess it sucks because I wasn't there in person for the group that did, quote unquote, find them, but we'll probably see more updates about that. But I've heard both sides. I've heard that it was real. I heard that it was fake, and it's hard to say. We were out there for like 8-9 hours yesterday, and then a storm came in, and everybody who was trying to help had to evacuate. I don't know if the storm got bad yesterday. It was really fucking bad when I left. It was even bad on the highway. I skid like 8 feet just trying to get out of that place on the highway. People get a kick out of lying about tragedies. I don't know why. Yeah, true. But yeah, it was essentially just making supply runs and making supply runs and making supply runs and making supply runs to pretty much help all of the firefighters and all of the people who, lost their houses, have like wet wipes, drinks, electrolytes, water, energy drinks, this, that, and the other. I would like to say, for anybody worried about this, if any of you guys do want to help, here's a Venmo link. Yeah, here's a Venmo link that you guys can go donate to if you like. This is the best way. This is the best way to help. And I would like to let you guys know, this Venmo link was so successful, it actually broke yesterday. So for all you guys who actually donated to the cause, thank you guys so much. It's fucking awesome. Very, very, very cool. Now, the other thing that I forgot to mention, and this is the reason why it was so important, is that it was like an evangelical moment being out there with those guys, because not only have they been out there every single day, giving as much as they possibly can, getting like 3 grocery carts worth of supplies, running it out, going back. Much supplies they can, running it out, running it back. Not with 1 car, but with 3 cars all at the same time. Bringing as much supplies as they possibly can to help these people in need. But these people out there were like, almost like religious figures. It was kind of wild. Like, there was people, like, everybody knew these guys out there. Like, everybody knew these guys, saying, yo, bro, love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being out. As well as, I believe he was the sheriff, just thanking them for coming out, because for a morale is much higher when they were around, which was a beautiful thing. I mean, holy fuck, like, everybody knew these guys. Maybe I'm not understanding how clouded these people are, but I mean this genuinely, like, everybody fucking knew these guys. It was pretty fucking wild, I'm not gonna lie. Were they streamers? Yeah, they do this thing called the Unsubscribed Podcast. Yeah, no, it was fucking nuts. As well as Donut and Brandon were calling out their employees from their companies to take the days off, and shut down some of the operations they were running, just so there was more people on board helping out the people who needed it when the people needed it. I can't express how much importance it is to have people who actually give that much of a fuck, because a lot of people don't give that much of a fuck. And that's why I think the internet is so fucking gay for trying to bait Donut into drama off of nothing. It was embarrassing, and I'll be real. Okay, yes, did Donut call NMP gay? Yes. Are we gonna act like everybody in OTK don't be saying that shit regardless off stream? Some of y'all even say that shit on stream. Like, are we really gonna get upset at the quote unquote F slur? I mean, shit, I said that shit 3 days ago on stream. NMP, you're not gay. You don't get to be offended at that shit. Okay, let's relax. Okay, let's all relax. It's not a fucking big deal. It's really not. Okay, who cares? Now, if you're going out and you're calling a gay dude that word and attempts to put him down for being gay, yeah, that's a problem. Absolutely. But everybody knows saying that word, which I would say, but I just really don't feel like it right now. It's a fucking non-issue, guys. Once again, saying it to certain people as a derogatory, one thing. We all know that word for gay just means retarded or stupid or shut the fuck up. Everybody said that shit on the internet like 5-6 years ago. And I'll be real, everybody's probably going to say it again on the internet in the next 6 months or a year. Everybody knows that word doesn't actually mean a gay person. Everybody fucking knows that shit. Let's be real. But the shit that really just pissed me the fuck off. What in the fuck was this tweet by Destiny? This shit was so lame. It was. Like, hey, donut operator, where are your tweets blaming Trump or Greg Abbott for the lack of preparation for or response for the flood? You seem like you had much more to say about the California wildfire while blaming Gavin Newsom and DEI. Would be really pathetic if you were just weaponizing drowned dead children for social media likes. I mean, I'm gonna be real, man, and I'm gonna just say it how it is. Destiny. Maybe the reason why he's not doing that is because he was out there helping for like nearly like 80 plus hours. I feel like when you have a guy, when you have a group who's out there helping the people that need it constantly, maybe we don't make it an effort to try to distract them from doing what they need to do. And Destiny, listen, man, I don't want issues with you, bro. I know everybody tells me I should hate you. I know everybody should tell me, oh, bring up that one thing that Destiny did. I don't feel like it, bro. I really don't. Okay? Like, you're just going after the wrong guy. And I'm sure that you can probably tell me why I'm wrong. And I'm sure you can probably tell me why I'm a piece of shit. And I'm sure you can say all this horrible stuff about me. I have no interest, dude. Just, it's exhausting, man. Let's just let people help people. I mean, to make a quote retweet on this post about, this is what you're quote retweeting. Ransom supplies out to Kirk County with Brandon and met up with West Verdell. This is right around the corner from Camp Mystic where 20 to 25 little girls went missing. Miles and miles of cars, trees, homes piled on top of one another. First responder told us a huge holiday weekend where hundreds of out-of-towners staying on the riverbank, which means they really can't give a solid count of how many people are actually missing. This community is going to need support in the following days. Keep an eye on how to help. We'll try to figure out more tomorrow. Heading back in a couple hours. I don't know what inspired you to schizo out on this guy, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like, come on, man. Come on. This is an exhausting, non-necessary streamer drama, and it just feels tiresome. Let's all do some collective growing up, rather than just say, "Yeah, but dude, isn't this widowy hypocritical? Are we all seeing that this guy might be a little bit of a hypocrite right now? Like, guys, we might need to call the police on this guy." What are we doing? NordVPN even replied, what's this? "Hello, everyone. This tweet falsely suggests a sponsorship with us. No such relationship exists. We are reviewing this misuse of our trademark. I heard God killed those kids because they were using NordVPN, promo code Destiny, to get around the Texas porn ban." Jesus. The reason why I might not seem like my normal self, the reason why I might not seem like, oh, why isn't he going harder on this person? Because I genuinely feel if you are this fucked up to say this shit, it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time, guys. Nothing's going to change. Destiny is far too smart to, Destiny is far too smart, far too good of a debater to be held accountable for the shitty ass jokes he tells. And I just don't feel like bothering with it. I could sit here and I could bring up this, I could bring up that. What's the point? There's no point. Saying jokes equals unhinged. Got it. You almost made me mad. You almost pissed me off. You did. You almost got me, man. Good one. It's just a little bit exhausting how people say, you know what? I really need some content right now. Why don't I just talk about dead children? Why don't we all doing some growing up? Shit ass joke Destiny. Gay as fuck. Shit ass joke NMP. Gay as fuck. I'm even going to give NMP the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give NMP the benefit of the doubt. I think NMP is fucked up mentally right now. I don't think he's okay. I think he's genuinely fucked up. And I think he told that joke because he jokes about everything. Horrible fucking joke. I don't think he did it maliciously. I don't think. I could be wrong. Right? I could totally be wrong. Genuinely, I don't know, man. I think NMP is just, he's in his kind of fucking crash out arc right now. This whole thing is exhausting. Nobody's going to be happy with any way that this can be addressed. But my thing is, this is coming from the guy who plays anime gacha games. Can we all just grow up a little bit? And let's not go after the only people who are actually doing the most help in this space. And let's all just shut the fuck up a little bit. That's pretty much it. It's embarrassing. It is. It's embarrassing. And the only reason why I'm even remotely talking about this is for all the drama frogs who want to farm this, who want me to crash out on Destiny, who want me to crash out on NMP. Can you guys just donate on Venmo instead to the people who fucking need help right now? This is probably one of the most depressing situations I've ever been in. And it makes me hate this space a little bit more than I already fucking do. So if you can, just scan this Venmo code and donate some money. But my God, this is a field, this is a space full of children. And it is truly just embarrassing. Thanks for watching.